But again, I'm looking at that through black and white eyes. I'm also wanting to speak to Leicester fans as well. You lot, come down, vent your frustrations. 1,300 are going to be in this stadium tonight. Are you going to get relegated tonight? Newcastle, are you going to go in the Champions League? One person I'm looking forward to speaking to is Jonny Greenwood from the talksport, the True Faith Newcastle podcast. As you can hear that in the background, we've now got a Tannoy in the background, which is fantastic. Hopefully we'll speak to him a little bit later. But Jonny,
there he is. He's behind you.
Just sum it up. It's for all you on YouTube that's watching this. He's a very, very good rendition of 50,000 people in one megaphone. But Jonny, just sum up what it's been like to be a Newcastle fan.
Oh, it's been incredible this season. You know, it's been absolutely brilliant, Harmy. Like we've seen it throughout the whole season that there's not really been a bad spell for Newcastle this season, which just shows how well Eddie Howe and the team have done. And you compare it to what it was a couple of years ago and what it is now. It's just polar opposite. There was a dark cloud over Newcastle United a couple of years ago, but now it's just absolutely amazing. The cup final, third in the Premier League, it doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, Jim and Simon in the studio will relate to 18-20 months ago, people ringing in, absolutely battering Newcastle United. What a transformation it's been, because 18 months ago you're getting dragged, kicked and screaming into the stadium to watch our beloved black and white. Now, it's, the way the club is and what it's like before kick-off. Just describe how much it's changed.
Oh, it's just so much. Remember a couple of years ago there was 10,000 empty seats. That's how bad it got, and now you can't get a ticket for love nor money. If you're in the ground now, it's special occasions. It seems like that it's an event you just don't want to miss. And the war flags, you've got to shout out to war flags who make it so memorable with the demonstrations, and the football is there to match it. And it's just been an absolutely incredible occasion, and Newcastle United are just flourishing under Eddie Howe at this moment in time.
You mentioned Eddie Howe. I think he's the best thing since Sir Bobby Robson at this football club. But there was a lot of scepticism when he got the job. Not now.
No, certainly not. I think there was a debate. Was he the right man? But I think personally, he's the manager of the season. He has to be. If Newcastle finish in the Champions League places, which is 99% done, probably the only person that he's up against really is Guardiola. If he gets the treble, that's a great debate. But from a Newcastle bias, he has to be manager of the season. Who would have imagined last season that Newcastle were going to be in the Champions League this season, or by the end of this season? It's absolutely unimaginable. So, yeah, deserves manager of the season for me.
Yeah, thanks, Jonny. And that is just one voice from thousands going to be at St James's Park tonight. Don't forget, Newcastle fans, get yourselves down to St James's Park. Live on talksport tonight. Newcastle going to the Champions League, 8 p.m.
Steve Harmison, thank you so much. Steve outside St James's Park this morning with some of his mates, some of them with megaphones in their hands.
Nice and impartial there from Harmy.
Nice and impartial there from Harmy, isn't it? They're everything to me, Newcastle. I love that. Steve, thank you so much for that. Simon, one thing we should not ignore, and I know there'll be a sigh all round from the blue side of Manchester, but we've got to say it. There was a pitch invasion at the Etihad. There was a pitch invasion. And